All right, so yesterday was my 40th birthday, and my mom had some what are they? Gift certificates to a massage parlor. So we went and had a massage, and dude, it's these Chinese people that own it, and they're fucking out of control. Like they're answering the phone the whole time, and they don't have somebody working at the front desk. So every time somebody comes in, they like leave and go. So you're like back and forth and you're paying for this massage that you're only getting, 80% of because they're fucking on the phone or dealing with people the whole time. So we get out and we get done and like my mom had these two coupons, so they were like $50 each and it was like 100 and I don't remember, it's like $110 it came out to or something like that. And so she gives her the two coupons and a $50 bill. And she's like, give me change, on the 50 because she's planning on tipping them. And so,
Yeah.
like, instead of getting $40 back, she only gets $20 back. And she's like, well, you're supposed to give me, $40 back. It's like, oh, no, no. You only gave me 40. And she's like, you need tip. You have tip. I'm like, no, like you already took money for your tip, like you're not getting any more. And so like this
Wow.
big argument like starts going about and the fucking Chinese person like brings a like a customer that's sitting down there. She's like, "Come here. You look at my books. You look at my books. She never gave me $50. She never gave me $50." And this whole thing is going and I'm just like kind of sitting there like I'm not getting into this. Like
Yeah.
I don't even care. And it finally got to the point where I started getting mad and I basically just started ripping into this lady. I'm like, you know, you fucking people come here to our country and then feel like you fucking deserve something. Tips are not guaranteed. It is not mandatory that we tip you. You're lucky that you're getting anything aside from these, gift certificates that we already bought. And she just starts fucking laying into me and I'm like, "Oh, you want big tips? You can go bring chicken fried rice to your family? Yeah, what you need big tip for? Are you going kung fu fight me?" And she just starts like screaming at me in Chinese. And I'm like, lady, I'm going to call ICE on you. Good luck selling your fucking shitty massages in Beijing next month, you dumb fucking cunt.
So did you get the money back?
No. And no, we didn't. Like it was bullshit. And finally it was just like, fuck it. We're out of here and we're just never coming back. So,
Yeah.
it is what it is. What's going on? It's time for another episode of Too Hard for the Radio, transmitting from the future free state of Greater Idaho. I am the one-armed madman, and back with us this week from Music City, America, it's Daniel Steele. Dan,
What's up, man?
always a pleasure talking with you. Always good to have you. I felt like a massage story was kind of prescient, seeing as how the Epstein files are being dropped. Yeah, it all kind of
Yeah.
started with massages.
Well, see, here's the problem. Like I had planned on coming on doing a show with you about Epstein, and then today the DOJ and the FBI said that there's nothing to see there. They don't have any criminal convictions, and that's it. So I guess Epstein's done.
Yep, he never committed any crimes. He was just
Oh,
a
he committed
it's
crimes.
just a
That's
guy
why he's dead.
that yeah, right.
That's why he's dead.
Yeah. And dude, this is something that I know you've been saying this for a long time too, but I don't think he's dead. If I'm him,
No.
I have a fucking dead man switch, and as soon as I have the first meeting with whoever, brings me in, it's like, "Hey, look, if I don't call a certain person, on the certain day of the month and I've got these lined up for years, I've got them all up here, the dead man switch, gets pulled and everybody gets burned. So you might as well just let me out."
Well, and now that those files were dropped, like there's proof that he's alive. And a few things. The DOJ wrote a release for the day before he died, saying that he died in a cell. The he has a Xbox account or a
Yep.
Fortnite account,
Fortnite account. Playing a
which is
children's
live.
game. Imagine that.
Oh, imagine that. Um, See, they're like 5 things. They're
Yeah.
pictures of him.
I saw I saw a picture. Shut up, Oz. I saw a picture of him that like one of them like really looked like him, and then it had like a community note underneath it saying that it was an AI generated image. But really, is it? I don't know. You
Yeah.
know, it's one of those things where like could the CIA or Mossad get into community notes and kind of overwhelm it and get it to
Oh,
say that?
yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course they could. You know, could they put pressure on somebody at X to say like, "Hey, you need to community note that?" Absolutely. Like these people got dirt on everyone. So I don't know that I believed that community note. Like maybe, I don't know. It's hard to tell anymore because AI's gotten better with hands. You used to be able to like just look at the fingers and hands and see that like they were fucked up, but I don't
Yeah.
know, it's gotten better lately.
Yeah. So, I mean, now that we know that it's done, DOJ's done, I really don't know that there's much more to talk about it.
Yeah, you know, we know what
I mean,
happened anyways. It's not like any of these files are like revealing any or ever going to reveal any of the real information. I saw a
uh,
really funny video the other day. Somebody pointed out that like every time Howard Lutnick is on camera and Trump is being asked about the Epstein files, he just starts laughing like a crazy person. Do you see
yeah.
that?
I mean, I'm sure he enjoyed a slice of pizza and a grape soda or something with him. I mean, he was neighbors with him, and
Yeah. Did you see
and
that?
Epstein helped him get the place. And crazy that his wife scheduled a doctor's appointment for him on 9/11, so he never made it in the office.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they were doing like on paper business deals after he was arrested,
Yeah.
you know?
Yep.
It's just one of those things that these people are never going to get in trouble. It's just no one's ever going to burn for this. It's
Unless like somebody was unless people got together and they're like, this government doesn't work.
yeah.
It's compromised. Like there's no way that we just vote our way out of it.
Mm-mm. Vote our way to freedom, Dan. That's we just got to get the good people in government. Once we get good people in government, everything's just going to turn right around, you know?
Who these fucking clowns in the Libertarian Party?
Yeah. No shit, dude. Whatever happened to the libertarian takeover, like that just failed miserably, I guess, and they just gave up, it seems like.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably like, oh, there's no dealing with these retards.
Yeah. There's really not. It's I don't
Dave
know, man.
Smith's wife was like, "You're not gonna go get killed
Yeah.
going to fight for
No.
these
Fuck
fucking
off.
idiots.
Yeah. Like,
And
and
if
I
you're
don't
one of those
blame him.
idiots, I'm not sorry."
Yeah, I don't blame him. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, go on a speaking tour that's not gonna move the needle in any way whatsoever. It's just, I don't know, man. And we've got like two good people in government right now, Massey and Rand Paul, and they're just public enemy number one to the Republican Party, which is just
Yeah,
like Donald Trump is calling Thomas Massey a rhino. And it's like, dude,
yeah,
look at what you're doing. Like you're turning around, like turning on all of the shit that you ran on. You're just a complete fucking liar. All the neocons love you now. And it's not that the neocons have, like Dave says this all the time, it's not like the neocons have just all of a sudden gotten better. It's
yeah,
Donald Trump has gotten worse. Like
yeah,
he's went like full neocon on us. It's disgusting. Like I had some hope when he was running. I was
yeah,
like, "Oh shit, like we're going to get some real fucking change here. Like some people are going to go to jail. Doge is going to come in and kind of clean house on a lot of these bullshit government programs and CIA slush funds." And Doge got kicked out, Elon got kicked to the curb. Whatever happened to ending the Ukraine war on day 1? That's still going. We're still funding that war,
yeah,
you know? Like I don't know, man.
yeah. And like when Vance got into Zelensky's face, I'm like, okay, it's done. We got it. We're done.
But we're
But
still
they're running out
funding
of
it.
bodies.
Yeah, they are, dude. Like, how many people can you kidnap off the street and throw onto the front lines? Like, it's really slave warfare in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Like these people don't want any part of it. A lot of the well-to-do upper middle class people got out of there as soon as they fucking could.
yeah,
There was a. I think I've told you about this before, but like up the street from my house, when I moved here, there was like a homeless, like, what do they call those places? Like a
Encampment?
no, not an encampment, like a shelter. There was a
Okay.
homeless shelter, and, it was
The
called, like, the
worst.
Rescue Mission or something like that, and it was focused on homeless vets. And as soon as the Ukraine war started, they closed that place down, turned it into the Ukrainian Welcome Center, the Ukrainian Refugee Welcome Center. Just screw our veterans, like, we're gonna help the Ukrainians. The place had one big barbecue, and then it never opened. There was never anybody there. Nobody worked there. Nobody lived there. It was a big fucking, like money laundering operation. And then a couple of months later, they closed down the Ukrainian Welcome Center, moved it to a bigger, nicer building down the street that
Yeah.
still not a single person has ever shown up to. And they opened the rescue mission back up again, and the doors have never opened again
Wow.
since. And like when I first moved here, like there was people living there, and now it's just empty. At one point, I dug into their like tax forms and shit like that, and I
Yeah.
found that like the governor's wife was on the board of the Ukrainian Welcome Center. So to me, it was like one of these things. It's like, hey, you want a meeting with the governor? Donate 100 grand to the Ukrainian Welcome Center, and you get his ear type of thing. I don't know. Make that could be. Who really knows?
Yeah. I mean, or they just solve the homeless problem among
Yeah,
veterans. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Luckily, we don't have a ton of homeless people around here. We get every once in a while, you'll see people holding up signs on the side of the road, but for the most part,
They
people aren't
probably have a place. It's a
people
little
aren't
cold there in the
yeah,
winter to be homeless.
yeah, and you can't really panhandle here. People aren't gonna give you any money. They're just
Yeah.
not. They're not into it. They don't care. Boise's a little bit different than where I live. Like, there are some homeless people in Boise for sure, but dude, our winter has been super fucking mild this year. We haven't gotten any snow. It was 60 degrees yesterday.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think our winter's pretty much done.
Yeah, ours too. We got a little bit of rain last night, which we need. We haven't gotten any rain or snow at all this winter, so
Oh,
it's gonna
wow. Yeah,
be
we got so I don't well, you probably didn't see it because it didn't impact you, but this weather system that took my power out, the system stretched, like, at the peak from, West Texas to Maine, and it was all one big system,
yeah, so that kinda went
and
over you, huh?
and we were right on the line of cold and warm, so we got freezing rain, and that's how we got fucked without power. There's still people without power.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, areas where you're not really, like, set up for that, like, I don't know, like, what would have taken out the power. I'm kind of guessing that, like, with freezing rain, you get, like,
Oh,
an
yeah, the
ice
ice should
storm, it weights
yeah.
down the lines,
Yep,
things get too heavy, poles snap
yep,
type of thing.
yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
Oh, yeah, we had, like, hundreds and I remember this as a kid, but I forgot that it was a thing, but when it gets too cold, go when it goes from, warm to too cold, trees just explode
yeah.
'cause, the water
Water
inside them
gets inside of
yeah.
them and then it
So we
expands.
had exploded trees, like, driving around, it looked like something really, really horrible happened.
It was like that movie The Day After Tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. So my house, we went our power went out at like 5 in the morning on Sunday, around, I don't know, 5 or 6 Sunday evening. We're like, fuck this, we're gonna go to my office because my office had power, but it would just like barely have power. There are still trees hanging on the line at my office.
Wow. Where were you
But
guys showering and stuff?
oh, they had a shower there.
Oh, that's
So
good.
yeah, shower in the kitchen. We saved all of our food. Bunch of plants died. Those strawberries died. I told you that.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
But I mean, other than that, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'll send you some starters here in the next couple weeks. I should have some soon with I mean, if we're gonna keep getting 60-degree days in
Yeah.
February, we're gonna have a pretty early spring. I wanna do like a hydro setup like you did next year here at my house. I go through a ton of like basil and rosemary for cooking.
Oh yeah,
So like I
yeah,
wanna do basil, rosemary, and strawberries.
yeah. I mean, you might only need like the one level
Yeah,
that sits on a countertop.
yeah. I might
We,
do a
I mean,
double level because I go through a shitload of basil and rosemary.
okay.
The one
Uh,
problem I had is I tried growing rosemary on my counter, like, above my sink this year,
yeah.
and it got moldy, and, like, I don't know if it was because it was by my sink and, like, maybe I just need to move it a little bit further away, but now I've got mold on a bunch of my fucking plants that I can't get rid of.
Um, hit it with hydrogen peroxide.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, because here it's like constantly humid. We get mold a lot, but one, it doesn't impact the plant at all, and you can still eat it.
Mm.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
you can put hydrogen peroxide in your mouth. I do it when
yeah.
I'm sick. I always gargle it when I feel like I got something going on in my throat. I'll gargle that shit up and spit it out.
Um, but even with the hydroponics, like we had to go through a couple cycles just to get it figured out. One, I didn't realize that you had to cover up the holes because light plus water equals algae.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
we had now we like put the uh hostage tape or whatever over it, gorilla tape, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like in the tops, even though it has like the core, like the coconut core or whatever, we put rocks over it and
Mm.
that stops, and then we have a little fan and a dehumidifier that stops the mold, but it takes a little bit, but it's pretty easy.
Did you put it in like a greenhouse type setup?
No,
No?
just in the kitchen.
I was thinking about doing that. Like they have like these little indoor greenhouses essentially that
In
you
a grow
can,
tent?
yeah, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the hydroponic setup looks like it's a pretty good deal. My cousin actually sells hydroponics, so I'm gonna try and get him to send me something cool.
Oh, I'll look on my phone after this. It's a little pricey, but there's a system that has dirt in it instead of just water,
Mhm.
and it's like this big. Oh, you can't see, like this big by this big,
Yeah.
and like they're growing whole tomato plants and shit in it. If you're just gonna grow mostly herbs and strawberries, that'd be a really good option too.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. Like in Northern California, some people did hydroponic setups and other people did dirt setups, essentially, where I knew a guy who just like put basically built like a garden box in his
Yeah.
entire room. He just like lined the outside of the room in 2x6s and then put hard plastic, like heavy plastic, in it, and he just brought dirt in. But the problem with that is you get more bugs that way than you
Yeah.
do with hydroponics. And like with the stuff that they were growing in there, you don't want to put like heavy chemicals on it. They do make chemicals that you can get rid of mites, but like once you get spider mites in your room, they're damn near impossible to get rid of. They're just a
Oh yeah.
persistent
We
little bastard.
did we did we have spider mites? We had something like spider mites, and we ended up just getting rid of the dirt of most of them, and then putting the really infested ones outside. Then when the season was over, the plants were dead. We recaught the things that we were holding it in. But I had these, well, the silver pothos behind me. That was like a 4-year old vine plant. That thing
Mhm.
died,
Oh, that sucks. It
and then
must have
I
got
had
cold as shit in your house.
oh yeah, and a bunch of gold pothos, which I had in like water things, and they're growing and growing roots. So they're pretty bad, but I put one in the silver pothos pot. Like just only the leaves are sticking out, so like maybe I'll get a bunch of vines, but it's looking a little rough back there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those situations where it would have been nice to have like solar panels or a Tesla where you could go to a charging station and charge up your Tesla and then fucking come back to your house and plug it into your house. I don't know if they're capable of doing that yet, but I remember hearing Elon talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, this gave me a really good idea on what I want to build. So I decided I'm not gonna. I was gonna get like 7 acres, and that was the land I was gonna get. I think I'm gonna scale that back to like 2 acres and just figure out how to build it all. Then have one place that either friends can stay at, or I can sell, or Airbnb, honestly, and then do the bigger one once I have it figured out.
Yeah. You know, I was talking with my buddy the other day and like we've been talking about property in this area for a long time and one of the ideas that I think would be good for me anyways is like if I could find like an acre or two in an area that's like kind of away from the city but close enough that people would still want to rent there. And they're making tough sheds now that people can live in. Like they've got
Yeah,
windows and doors and everything and essentially you just go out there and you level it out, you throw some rock down, You put down like 3 or 4 tough sheds, as many as you think you can rent out, and then if you decide you wanna develop the property later, you just sell the tough sheds, and somebody
Yeah.
comes and puts them on a flatbed and takes them out of there, and I think that's not a terrible idea.
We have Amish probably 40 minutes from our house in
Mm,
Kentucky, and they build like if in the middle of nowhere here, you'll see a bunch of roadside places that sell these
yeah.
units, and this is the place where they manufacture them.
Oh, that's cool.
I can get like a 3 bedroom, pretty jazzed up place for about 30, 40K.
That's not
So I think
bad.
I'm gonna no, I think I'm gonna do that and then also put a wood burning stove inside of it.
Mhm.
Because if we had a wood burning stove, we would have been fine.
Yep. Yep. Wood's a
So
pain in the ass. You know, we had a wood burning stove in Northern California where I grew up. And the deal with and like I don't know what kind of trees you have in Tennessee, but like in Northern California, we had a lot of oak. So it was
yeah.
easy to get good firewood. You know, here in Idaho, we don't have oak and we don't really have hardwood at all. So like
Yeah, no, we have a bunch of hardwood. And I wouldn't even use it except in case of emergency,
mhm,
really. You get it going, the top can be a stove so you can cook shit and you're
mhm.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, you can put a blower on them too, which is nice,
Yeah.
like, we had a blower on ours, but those are
Yeah.
powered by electricity, so you're kinda
Yeah.
screwed in that situation, but, you know, you get some fucking I don't know, if you get enough solar panels, you don't have to do a ton of solar panels, you just do, like, 1 bank somewhere,
Yeah.
and then you can power fans. So you just get, like you can power fans, you can power your small electronics, your phone, your iPad, shit like that, and then you set up fans in your rooms so you can, like, pull air out of your living room into your smaller
Yeah.
rooms, and, like, I think solar panels are good enough and cheap enough now that, like, just getting 1 bank of them somewhere on your property is not a big deal. You know, you could probably do it for a couple thousand bucks,
Yeah.
as long as you had the deal. Anyways,
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean, really, ideally, I'd get, you know, solar and the battery pack and everything. I don't know how much that is, though. Do you?
It's not that much. I've looked into it before. Like, you can get some decent setups on Amazon. And another thing you can do is you can get like a inverter that like you could get what I think are really cool is you get like a generator that is a they call them tri-fuel generators. So essentially you can run them on diesel, gasoline, or natural gas. I think that's what the 3 of them are. But anyways, like natural gas oh, no, it's diesel, propane, or natural gas, I think is what it is. So if you've got natural gas on your property and the lines are still pressurized, you've got gas for a couple of days. But
Yeah.
you can also put a big tank out there, and then you can get an inverter for your solar panels that inverts, you know, basically DC power into AC power because your solar panels are going to produce DC power and then you have to convert it to AC to be able to use it. But with those two systems, you can probably, just on a small 20-gallon propane tank or a couple of 5-gallon propane tanks, you can be good for a couple of days, no
Yeah.
problem. And so I think that's not a bad investment. Like, I think you can get a nice tri-fuel generator for like a couple grand. And I think solar panels, you can get like, a decent, set of bank of panels for a couple grand. And then the inverter costs a couple grand. So 10 grand and you're good for a week or 2.
Yeah.
The solar panels are iffy because during the storm, clearly they're not gonna work if there's cloud
Yeah.
cover, but if the storm clears out and you've got clear skies afterwards, then you're good.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of looking at like the Tesla full battery run your home. Like, I feel like that might be a good investment.
It could be. It could
Yeah.
be. I haven't really looked into them too much, so I don't know how much they cost, but it could be. I think the best way is to get some land with some running water on it and then set up a micro hydro system or like a micro
Yeah.
hydro plant. Like that would be the way to go. But it's tough to find land with running water on it these days.
Yeah. Everything here is like pretty still. It moves, but barely.
Hmm.
So,
But you can
um,
build a dam.
yeah. Yeah.
Like you just build a nice little dam. My grandfather had one at his house. It didn't produce power, but he had like a pond at his house and he had like a water wheel. on it, and he had to go out every day and clear it out and everything, but he could have easily set it up to generate power.
I saw in Utah, they after some fires, they noticed that there was like one area that wasn't touched. And the reason it was is because there were still beavers there.
Oh,
And
really?
the beavers, when they block the river, it ends up flowing around, but all that water and everything just builds a ecosystem that they can live in. So they started importing beavers to Utah
Huh.
so that it wasn't just all desert or whatever. So I could get me a couple beavers too.
Hell yeah. Utah tried to fuck us over in the last couple weeks. So, this fucking gas tax thing that they're trying to, these liberal states are trying to institute this gas tax. And so we don't have a refinery here in Idaho, but they have one in Utah. And I guess we buy a lot of our gas. I don't know if it's natural gas or fuel. I think it's fuel. And so the governor of Utah was like, yeah, we're going to charge you whatever percentage on the dollar for this gas tax. And he was like, huh, okay, well, that's unconstitutional. So we're not, playing that game. And they're like, well, too bad. We don't care. Essentially, he's like, okay. So essentially, what we're going to do now is we're going to tax every truck coming from Utah to Idaho at the border. So you'll just pay whatever money we're giving you for this gas tax. You're going to pay us right back on your trucks. And it
He's
seems
like,
like
okay, more taxes. I
yeah,
I, I dig it,
taxes on taxes on taxes. So, seems like that went away pretty quick. These fuckers.
man. What a time to be alive.
Yeah. So, I wanted to ask you this. I've been meaning to ask you this for a couple shows, but I keep forgetting. So, one of my favorite genres of YouTube video is watching, people freak out and get arrested at the airport. Typically, it's being denied boarding from, Frontier and Spirit, so you can guess the demographic of people that are typically in these videos. But I wanted to ask you, you fly all the time. Do you ever see anything crazy like that at the airport?
No. I mean, last year I got kicked off of a flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we went to New Orleans for my wife's birthday. Get to the airport, flight's delayed 3, 4 hours. I sit there and I have a drink an hour, and then I get on the plane and I fall asleep. 20 minutes later, I get a tap on the shoulder. Sir, I need you to come with me. What was I doing? He said one of the flight attendants, of whose race you can guess,
Mhm.
said you made them feel uncomfortable
By
because
sleeping.
you're intoxicated.
This guy's sleeping, I'm scared.
At the New Orleans airport.
Oh my god.
You know
Isn't
how
that
drunk I've been
crazy?
at that fucking airport?
Dude, I like imagine how drunk people got when they were flying in the 70s and 80s. Like, you could
Yeah.
smoke cigarettes on plane, you could
Yeah.
smack your stewardess's ass on her way by. Like, things have changed a lot, you know? I saw a great video from Tim Dillon a couple weeks ago where, like, I guess one of the CEO like, one of the top guys in the FAA was, like, basically chastising people for not dressing up while getting on airplanes.
Oh, yeah,
Did you
fuck
see
that
that
guy.
clip? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Real quick, was this had to be 2018, so quite a while ago. I flew to Cyprus with my buddy, and on the way there, we were drinking Jack Daniel's whiskey at the time. On the way there, back in coach, they had a bunch. We figured it out. We spent fucking $210 on whiskey on the flight just because of charges. And we get up to the gate, and they're like, "Do you want to upgrade your flights for $100 a person? You get first class. It's unlimited drinks." I'm like,
Fuck
"Yeah."
yeah.
So we're gonna get first class, and we're gonna save $10 on booze. Let's do it. So they seat us up there, and I'm like, "We'll take the Jack Daniels." And they're like, "Oh no, we don't have that up here. That's in the back." They had some shitty fucking scotch. So we went to the back and we bought every bottle of Jack Daniels off the tray. And there's just this picture of me with a tray of Jack Daniels. But that was Cyprus. And I feel like flying into those countries, Cyprus, like uh Eastern Europe, still kind of like that. If they could let you smoke, they would,
Yeah,
for sure.
for sure. Dude, I feel like it's worth it. If you're gonna be on an airplane for 8 hours or 10 hours or something like that,
Yeah.
just get the first class ticket. Especially, like, Like I watch a lot of dirt bike racing, and these guys will like fly over to Australia in the off season for a race. And like some of these guys will buy coach tickets to go over there, and like the first class, like you can lay down and sleep now in some of these
Yeah.
planes. And it's like, dude, I would if I'm going to Australia and it's a 18-hour flight or wherever the fuck it is, I don't know. I'm getting the spot where I can lay down. Like, you're tall like I am. Like, sitting in coach fucking sucks for a long period of time. Like, the longest flight I've ever done has been Maui, which is like 8 hours from California or something like maybe it's 6 hours from California. And by the end of that, dude, I am fucking cramped up. I'm sore. Like, I can barely fit in these damn seats.
Yeah, I had a flight, so this company paid for me to go to Italy, and it was like 3 days. I got there, and then 3 days later, I was coming home, so it wasn't like vacation, I was
Mhm.
just doing meetings, and the flight out, they stuck me in the middle.
Oh, I
Uh,
hate the middle.
yeah.
I like the
Oh,
aisle personally.
I like the window, but aisle's not bad.
I can stick my
Um,
legs out a little bit into the aisle, if there's nobody walking back and forth, if there's
yeah,
no drink tray going back and forth, I can kinda you can kinda stick your legs out there and get a little bit of space. So I've seen the window before, like, on a sometimes it's nice to be able to, like, put your head
that
against a pillow
that's what
on
I
it,
like. I
but
like
I have a
the
hard
window
time
on the left side.
yeah, I have a hard time sleeping on it anyways, so
Yeah.
I typically go with the aisle if I can. Middle's the worst. When we went to Alaska, my dad got stuck in the middle between, like, these 2 fat women, just beasts, and, like, he was having a battle for the armrests the whole time, and
Oh.
at one point, like, in the middle of the flight, I you just hear, "Ow!" And it's like, you look over and it's like, "What the hell did he hit one of these women or something like that?" And then it just, we're not next to him, so we don't talk to him, and then we get off and I was like, "What happened with that fucking fat woman?" He's like, "Oh, it was a battle for the armrests the whole time, and this woman was so fat," this is before they made him buy 2 seats, that the armrests were, like, sitting up because they were, like, resting on her rolls, essentially, and at one point, he just got sick of it, and he, like, slammed down the armrest, and it, like, pinched her rolls.
I was on a flight from, Detroit to Vegas, and I got stuck in the middle between these 2 fat ladies, and it's summer, and, uh, like, when you sit in the like, if you're on the aisle or in the window, you kinda give the armrest up to the person in the middle.
Yeah.
That's these 2 fucking slobs were just all up in there, and I had nothing, and I'm, like, this big. So one of them put their arm up, so I put my arm down, lifted their arm up. So they just held their fucking fat arm above my arm,
Ugh.
and they just started dripping sweat on my arm. I'm like,
Ugh,
"Oh, fucking well
gross.
played.
Fine, take
Well
it.
played, you fucking slob."
So, I've heard this debate on the internet before, and I think it's the dumbest debate, which is it rude to lean your seat back? Which I
No,
think is it's not rude at all. The way they sit back, they don't get into your space at all. Like, they don't hit your knees. Like, the way they pivot, like, they kind of just lean like, I always lean my seat back. As soon as I possibly can, I'm leaning the fucking seat back.
yeah,
I think that's a
yeah.
stupid debate.
There's no
There's a button there for a reason.
yeah, there's a button there. As soon as, like, the flight attendants sit down, not even where they put the ding
Yeah,
on and say you can do it. As soon as the flight attendants sit down, I'm back.
yeah. Are you seatbelt on or seatbelt off?
Uh, I usually just fall asleep with my seatbelt on. One trip to New York earlier last year, I get on, sit down, fall asleep, wake up, get my drink, and then I fall asleep, wake up like 10 minutes later. I take my seatbelt off, grab my water, put it in, and I don't put my seatbelt on. And I hear the ding, like, oh, it's time to land. So I put my seat up and I didn't realize I didn't have my seatbelt on. And the landing was rough. I flew forward in my seat. I'm
Oh,
like, oh
wow.
fuck. Yeah.
I used to be a take the seatbelt off immediately. Like,
Yeah.
these planes are safe. I'm not fucking scared of this shit. Like, I'd take my seatbelt off. It was kind of out of like a rebellion, like I don't need to have my seatbelt on. But now with all the DEI hirings, I'm seatbelt on the whole fucking time. Like, I'm not messing around with these women pilots and these fucking black women who, finished 80th in their class and just barely skate through. Like, no, thank you. I'm just going to go ahead and keep the seatbelt on at this point.
Yeah. Um Was that fuck? I forget what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
How's Ozzy?
he's good. We're chilling.
Yeah.
You know, he needs a haircut, but I'm gonna give him another month. You know, to kind of.
Yeah, we went from 6 weeks to 8 weeks on the little dog.
How much does it cost you to get your little dog a haircut?
100.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
100, It's fucking crazy, dude. Like, and Ozzy's such a dick. He won't let me give him a bath. Like, if I have to give him a bath, I have to put a muzzle on him. Otherwise, he'll bite me. So I just like don't give him a bath anymore. And he just has to go in between haircuts. And it's usually like 2 to 3 months at this point.
Yeah.
But he likes to play in the hose a lot. So luckily, like the hose keeps him pretty clean. He was getting nasty the other day and like he had some shit stuck to his butt because he's long hair. And
Yeah.
so I was able to get the scissors and chop it off, and then, like, I was cleaning off the cover to my hot tub, so I just sprayed him with the hose even though it was cold as shit outside. I just was like, "Here, you're dirty, you're gonna get sprayed for a minute." You know what's
Yeah.
funny is, like, his nose is like, dogs' noses are so good, so, like, he loves to play in the hose all the time, like, I can s in the summertime, I can spray him with the hose, no problem. So I bought this, like, hose handle that has a soap dispenser on it. So you can pour soap in it and then you turn a dial and soap comes out of
Nice.
the
Yeah.
thing. He will not let me spray him with the soap. He knows the soap is in there. I his nose just must be incredible because I can't
Yeah.
smell it and I have like non-scented hemp soap. So like you can't really even smell it, but he knows. Little shit.
Wow.
So
Pretty smart.
yeah, he is. He's smart as hell. My grandfather's dog died recently. They had to put him down the other day, and he's pretty busted up over it. It sucks, you know, losing a dog like that. It sucks, and he doesn't want to get another dog now because the dog's going to outlive him. Essentially, is what he thinks. And we're like, dude, just get another dog, and one of us will
Yeah.
take the dog if it comes to that, you know. And it's a rough deal to go through. I don't know if I told you this before, but, like, when me and my ex-wife moved here, we took my mom's dog with us because she couldn't, take him anymore. Like, I guess he didn't get along with her new husband's cat or something I don't remember the exact situation, but so we moved here, and the fence that we had around our property was a three-board fence that had, like, chicken wire essentially, like, blocking
Mhm.
it. And I went around and I thought I had like gotten all of the spots like covered up to where he couldn't get out, but he got out like a couple weeks after we moved here and got hit by a car. Fucking
Oh,
sucked. One of the worst days of my life, you
yeah, I
know?
imagine.
Yeah, it was rough. And then we got Ozzy right after that. But
When
uh
during the power outage, we picked up one of my wife's friends, took her back to her house because they had a tree. They had one car in the garage, one car in the driveway, and a tree fell on on the one in the driveway. So they couldn't get either out, and there was a live line to it. So we took her back. She had to get some shit, whatever. And then we get back to my office, and our little dog is just fucking shaking, can't breathe,
mhm.
and he wouldn't come out of it. So we took him to the emergency vet. I guess he was reverse sneezing.
Oh yeah,
And I
I've
guess
seen that before.
they're like, he's fine. We're
Yeah.
not gonna charge you. They checked his vitals and shit, but
Yeah.
the fuck is
I was told like I had that happen to one of our dogs once, and we thought he had like a burr or something stuck up his nose. And they
yeah.
said to like rub on his Adam's apple when
Okay.
they're doing that. I don't know if they told you that or not, but that's what they told us to do. Weird.
Yeah, my wife went in, I don't know. They're like she was like, "Yeah, it's normal. He's just gotta dig through it." Like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay."
Weird, right? Yeah. So I got to tell you about the stupid ass show that I watched last night. Every once in a while, I try and like watch something on Netflix or something like that when there's like nothing to watch on the internet. And so I tried this like sci-fi show on on Netflix, and I only got through the first episode, and I wanted to turn it off, but at some point it was so stupid that I was just laughing at it. So I continued to watch it. So it starts off with this woman is in a space station 3D printing, like experimenting with 3D printing a heart, essentially.
Okay.
And then she dies in a shuttle accident on the way down. So the husband, like, knew a person who was cloning dogs for a living. So he decides, like, oh, I want you to clone my wife. And so, like, okay, you can't 3D print a heart on Earth, but you can apparently 3D print an entire body on Earth because how else are you going to clone an adult-sized human being? Like, yeah, you can clone a baby, and put it in like that would probably work, but you can't clone a person. So already I'm like, okay, this is fucking ridiculous. Like none of this adds up. So he goes and like steals her body from the morgue and they plug into her dead brain and start rifling through her memories, which of course would work. All the cells and everything is dead. Like memories aren't a physical thing in your brain. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that doesn't work either. And as the doctor's going through her memories, she discovers that, when your wife was a 13-year-old child, she decided that she was trans. So I'm not gonna bring her back as a woman. I'm only gonna bring her back as a man, which is because that's what she truly wanted to be. So the husband finally agrees to it, and he goes to jail for like stealing the body. And then he gets out of jail, and his male wife shows up to the jail to meet him, and he's like, "Okay, I guess I'm gay now."
Fuck.
It was awful. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. I'm like, "Oh my god, these people are just insane." They're just
Yeah.
insane. Like at one point, like the the computer, like the AI was going through the memories and it was like incongruent memory. And it says like it shows one picture of her in the mirror, it says woman, and then it shows another picture of her in the mirror and it says trans man.
What the fuck? Why can't you just watch TV and enjoy it anymore?
It's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And like, so I watched a show recently. It's called Fallout. It's based on a video game. I'm sure you've heard of the video game
I know
before.
the video
Yeah,
game. Yeah.
the show's actually good. Like, I enjoy the show. And I was watching it on Amazon, and it was only 8 episodes, so I didn't want to pay for the commercial-free Amazon.
Yeah.
And dude, the commercials are just out of control. It's like,
Statistically impossible.
dude, it's like 70% pharmaceuticals,
Yeah.
like 20% insurance, and then 10% everything else. And dude, the
Yeah.
pharmaceutical commercials are fucking wild. Like most of them are for Ozempic like drugs and they're just it's crazy, dude. Like they
Yeah.
like the commercial will be like 2 minutes long, right? And half of the commercial is them listing the side effects at the end.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's like, oh, might cause internal hemorrhaging,
Yeah.
thoughts of suicide. Like, what the fuck are we
Yeah.
curing with a thing that's going to give me thoughts of suicide and internal hemorrhaging?
Yeah. It's
Oh, for
fucking
sneezes. Yeah,
crazy, man.
yeah,
Like I haven't watched like regular TV like that in a while to where I've seen commercials and it's just fucking crazy. Dude, Peacock, fuck Peacock. Fuck you, Peacock. I hope you see this. Um like last year, like towards the end of outdoor motocross in the summer, they started running commercials like at opportune moments within the race. So like it's not during the race, but it's like right afterwards. They'll run a commercial
yeah.
before you get to like interview the riders. And I'm like, this is just fucking ridiculous. And they're like, it's like 5 minutes of commercials. This is long. So I go on to Peacock and I'm like, okay, fine, fuck it. I'll pay the extra money to have no commercials because I watched this once a week. It's like a 4 hour, 4 to 5 hours between practice and the races. So like I'll get my money's worth out of it at least. It's not like with this Amazon thing where, I'm only watching it for a couple of days. So I pay for the no commercials, they go away, I'm happy.
Yeah.
This year at the start of Supercross, commercials again. I'm going, what the fuck, man? Like I paid for no commercials, so I log out, I log back in, fuck around, try a couple of different things, still commercials. So I go onto the site and I look at my plan. It's like I have the top plan, but then down in the small print it says limited commercials. So they changed it from no commercials to limited commercials. What a
Dude,
fucking scam.
I got Peacock yesterday so I could watch the curling. I like
Oh,
curling.
okay.
So I like got it, then I unsubscribed. Fucking $17 a month.
Yep. Yep. It's
Wow. It
crazy.
like at this point, it's more than cable for all of the things that you would. you'd
Oh,
have to have in order to watch.
it's not even close, dude. Like, I have Peacock, Apple, Amazon comes with your Amazon Prime membership, so that one doesn't really count. But, like, I also have, like, Hulu, and I don't even watch and Netflix, like, I don't even watch any of these fucking things. I keep
Yeah,
thinking, like, I need to get rid of them because I don't really watch them. But, like, the way they set it up is, like, every once in a while, I have a show that I wanna watch, and it's cheaper to buy the yearly plan, so I just buy the yearly plan rather than the monthly plan,
yeah,
and, I don't know, it's fucking ridiculous. There's only a couple of good shows out there right now. Fallout was good, it was entertaining, there was a lot of real effects on it. There's CGI too, but, like, a lot of, like, heads exploding and shit like that, which is always fun when they do
yeah.
real effects on stuff like that. So I actually enjoyed that show. It's a good show. Apple has, like, 1 or 2 good shows, and then I like watching Rick and Morty when that comes out, but Rick and
Yeah,
Morty's the shit.
I have Paramount Plus just for the UFC,
Mm,
Netflix, which I'm just gonna cancel because like once or twice a year they'll release like tires and a comedy
yeah,
special. It's like I'm paying for a whole year to watch those things, so I got to get rid of those. I'll subscribe to Hulu for a month because Shorzy, they're doing a new season of Shorzy. I don't know if you've ever seen
uh-uh,
it. So, do you know Letterkenny?
no.
So it was like a Canadian channel just made this show about white people in the middle of Canada that play hockey,
Oh,
and it
okay.
was a lot of fun. And it got so popular that Netflix picked it up. He did a so he did a second show called Shorzy, which focused more on hockey. It's fucking great. I love it, and it's like you like there's three black people in the whole show because they're in the middle of fucking
Yeah,
Canada. Girls, the only thing that's statistically impossible is the girls are way too hot for that
yeah.
area, but it's just like, hey, here's some hot people about to have sex. It's cool. Look, there one's a man, one's a woman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. That doesn't even exist in real life anymore.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, I've watched some episodes of it.
I like Trailer Park Boys. When
Yeah.
I loved that show. It was fucking great. I thought it was dude, like, talk about, like, low budget and just, like, good entertainment, you know?
Yep.
Like, y you're filming in a trailer park.
Yeah.
There's no special effects, there's no CGI, like, it's
Yep.
just these guys being funny in a trailer park. I loved the trailer park manager, Mr. Leahy, and his gay lover. I don't remember the gay lover's name, but they were always shit-faced drunk. It
Yep.
was just a funny show. Like, I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that show. Did you ever watch The League? That one's kinda
Oh yeah, the league.
The League was so
Actually,
good.
I bought all of the seasons this year and watched it again. Like we got done like 2 months ago. The last season is a stretch. Like they stretch some shit out. It's
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, they Rafi and Dirty Randy go on a mission
Yeah,
to California or something. It was like pretty silly. It had
I
nothing to do with
remember
the
that.
show,
Yeah.
but it's
Rafi
fucking
was a
worth it.
great character, though. He was
Yeah,
funny. You know, that was a funny show. Like, a show about football that's not at all about football.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there's
I have
nothing
this
about
one
football in
friend.
it.
He's a computer developer, Asian kid. He said I didn't figure it out until halfway through the second year that this was about football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, it's a funny show. Yeah, it's like it's crazy that they can't make anything funny anymore. They could if they wanted to. Like, Tires was good, Tom Segura's show was
tires is
good.
great.
Tires is hilarious, like, but it's, what was there was, like, probably 2 years in between seasons or something like that,
Yeah,
you know?
bad thoughts with Tom Segura was good.
Mhm.
Bert just released a show. I couldn't get more than 10 minutes into it. Like it was bad.
Yeah. I never
Bert
watched his
Kreischer.
movie. Did you?
Oh, The Machine, no.
I
I
never watched it.
wonder what that's on.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look it up and see. Is he even in that movie?
Yeah.
He is.
Hulu, Disney Plus,
Disney Plus. I c
nothing that I have.
There was a show that you told me to watch. I think it was Alias. You told me to watch Alias,
Yeah,
and it was only available on Disney Plus, and it was like,
yeah.
I can't pay Disney Plus. And they
No,
only have yearly memberships, so it's like you can only buy it for a year. You know, another thing that's really pissed me off about these streaming services is when like streaming first became big, they would drop like Amazon did this all the time. They would drop like a whole season of a show in one day, you know?
Yeah.
And now they're doing it right back to the old TV model where they do one episode per week. And I think the reason they're doing that is because somebody would just buy a month of a membership, watch the show in one day or 2 days, cancel the membership, and then they lose them. But if you do an 8 episode show, now you get 2 months out of them.
Yeah. Um, Alias is on Netflix.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to watch that then. I thought it was
Yep.
only on Disney. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll watch that because that said it was good and I trust your judgment on that. So I'll have to
And
give
then
that a
what
watch.
I watch a lot of just YouTube, a lot of high stakes poker, and then hunting shows. There's a lot of good, like independently produced hunting shows on YouTube. And then I'm really big into curling right now. I'm actually gonna go play this month, I
Oh,
think.
really? Cool.
Yeah,
It looks fun.
yeah.
It looks fun. It looks like a sport that you can drink while you're
Yeah,
doing it.
oh yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
you should be able to
Like,
play
you
that
should
one
be able to
confident.
drink on that one. Maybe eh
Like bocce ball on ice.
yeah, I would if I was you, I would get some, like, a butt pad or something
Yeah,
just in case. The
that's a
last
good
time I
call.
went snowboarding, like, I, broke my shoulder, but dude, my ass was fucking killing me just from crashing a couple times on my tailbone. So I ended up
Yeah,
getting like biker shorts essentially that have like the ass pad and they've got some
yeah.
pads on the thighs and shit. And my ass was fucking killing me. My ass was jacked up so bad I couldn't suck my hemorrhoids back up in and I almost had to have surgery. It was so bad, dude. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, oh, I can't suck it back up in. No hemorrhoid yo-yo for me. So what else has been going on? How's business?
It's all the fucking contracts take forever, but it seems like it's going well.
Yeah.
Um, have some. Oh, I can't talk about it. Some if these contracts go well that I'm working on, it'll be like a lot of money really fast. So I'm excited about that.
That's good. A lot of
Yeah.
money really fast is always a good thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
really, yeah, I'll tell you about it another time.
Sure. For sure. Excellent. Yeah, 15 minutes. You want to call it a night?
Sounds good.
All right, man. It's always a pleasure. Get out of here.